How is it going everybody? Mr. Android here. Welcome back to a brand new video on this channel. Here we have got two recently launched flagship phones with us. One is the Oppo Find X9 Pro and the other is the latest and greatest from Vivo, the Vivo X300 Pro. Now let me tell you one thing guys, I have been testing these phones for quite a few days, and despite the fact that both are really capable smartphones in terms of hardware, I still prefer using the X9 Pro more often compared to the Vivo's flagship. In fact, this Oppo phone has become my go-to device whenever I am not testing any other smartphones. The reason for that is not just because it has an amazing set of cameras, but also because it's a pretty good all-round phone with an incredible software experience. No matter how good the hardware you get on a phone, it eventually comes down to the software which you're gonna be interacting with on daily basis. With that being said, today I'll show you the differences between the ColorOS 16 and the OriginOS 6, and also the reasons why I believe the Oppo's flagship provides you a much better Android experience compared to Vivo's or iQOO phone. Guys, it's gonna be a super interesting video, so stay tuned and watch it until the very end. Also, let's aim for at least 1000 likes on this one. With that said, drop a like, leave a comment and let's get started. Now before we proceed further, I quickly wanted to talk about this incredible tool that impresses me so much that I thought why not go ahead and recommend it to you guys. It's called Akiflow, an amazing tool that takes your personal productivity to the absolute next level. It's a powerful mix of a digital planner and a smart calendar that consolidates everything. The way it actually works is it connects with the tools you use daily like Gmail, Outlook, Google Calendar, Notion, Slack, Microsoft Teams and many more. So it automatically imports your tasks and events in real time. The best part, you can manage everything in one place instead of juggling and switching between multiple platforms. And here is where things get even more interesting. You can use their AI assistant called Aki to help you in scheduling for the upcoming days, so you don't have to manually drag and drop tasks. And you can also use time slots to share your availability with others in seconds, making scheduling effortless. Once your day is planned, you can drag and drop any task directly into your calendar to time block your schedule and stay focused. Now to see how you're actually spending your day, just head over to the stats dashboard where it gives you a clear breakdown of your productivity trends so you can optimize your workflow. Akiflow is cross-platform, available on desktop, Android and iOS, so you're always updated on the go. It's more than just a to-do list, well, it's a complete productivity command center. Definitely check this one out, link is in the description below. First, let's start with the smoothness and fluidity. As a tech creator, I've got the privilege to try out all different phones, and due to the nature of my work, I keep switching between phones frequently. But trust me, whenever I get a chance to use an Oppo phone, especially their high-end devices, one thing that I immediately notice is how fluid and smooth the whole experience feels. I mean, it just flows like butter. No doubt, Vivo has improved a lot in terms of animations, but honestly, I don't think it is anywhere close to what Oppo is offering with their ColorOS 16. I'm not just talking about animations here, which by the way still feels far more superior compared to the Vivo X300 Pro, but also the scrolling is something that makes a lot of difference in day-to-day smartphone usage. Now what I'm talking about is, although I've set the refresh rate to 120Hz on both of these phones and also on the OriginOS 6, I went inside the app refresh rate setting and made sure the apps are running at 120Hz. Despite doing all of this, when I open YouTube and play any video, the refresh rate goes down to 60Hz and it doesn't feel smooth at all. The same exact thing happens when I open apps like YouTube Studio, Twitter, and even some of the streaming apps as well. I mean, what's the point of having a flagship phone with top of the line specs if your device doesn't stay smooth all the time? This is something that really annoys me when a phone automatically decides to drop the refresh rate from 120 to 60Hz. It does spoil the overall experience, especially when you're using a flagship phone like this. Now thankfully Oppo doesn't do that, and when you set the refresh rate to 120Hz, it stays 120Hz all the time, no matter which app you're using. Well, it doesn't have any random drops, and all I can say is that everything runs so smoothly and fluidly, which actually makes interacting with every single element throughout the UI a lot more satisfying. Next, let me show you some visual differences that will give you an idea of why the ColorOS 16 has better consistency and coordination throughout the interface, making it look more refined and polished compared to the OriginOS 6. If I go into the phone settings, then to the home screen and lock screen, here we have got two completely different approaches. On ColorOS 16, there is a clean separation between the lock screen and home screen customization features, where you can quickly jump between different lock screen themes with just a simple swipe. At the bottom, you get more options related to home screen and wallpaper. By the way, just look at how fluid and smooth this transition looks when you switch between the lock screen and home screen features. Now on the other hand, OriginOS 6 looks relatively flat and not lively. I think it has the same plain and boring design just like what we had in the previous FunTouchOS 15. Even inside the settings menu, you can easily notice that ColorOS 16 looks more visually pleasing and attractive to the eyes, maybe because the icons look more vibrant compared to OriginOS 6, and also the default font looks much bolder and provides more visibility inside the settings on ColorOS 16. I think these kind of small visual refinements makes a lot of difference when you interact with your phone on daily basis. Next, let's talk about the home screens. If you look at them side by side, one definitely looks way modern and attractive compared to the other. Well, you guessed it right. It's the ColorOS 16 that not only has gorgeous looking icons that are also scalable, so you can change the shape and resize it however you want to. The best part, it also supports dark mode. So when you apply a dark theme on your phone, everything goes completely dark, including the widgets and app icons too. You can also change the layout of your app folders. You get a beautiful set of stock widgets which goes really well with the overall aesthetics and the design language of ColorOS 16. Not just that, you can also directly apply third-party icons without having to install any launcher on your phone. So the amount of customizations and the way they have implemented all of this is something that keeps bringing me back to the Oppo device or the X300 Pro. Still, I do appreciate Vivo for launching their OriginOS globally, and things have changed a lot compared to what we used to get on FunTouchOS 15. Still, I believe it is nowhere near the experience we get on Oppo or OnePlus phones running OxygenOS or the ColorOS 16. In terms of customizations and the overall visual design, I would any day pick Oppo's Flagship over the Vivo X300 Pro. Now when it comes to the AI features on smartphones, we always think of Samsung devices that have Galaxy AI, but I think the Oppo's ColorOS 16 also offers a wide range of AI tools, and again the implementation is top notch. We get a separate section which can be found inside the phone settings, and here we have a lot of useful AI tools such as Mindspace, AI Search, AI Writer, AI Translate, AI Voice Scribe, and there are a bunch of useful tools for photo editing as well. Whereas on the OriginOS 6, there is not much to talk about. All you get is a couple of tools built inside the gallery for photo editing. That's it. So I don't think there is any comparison between these two in terms of AI features, and Oppo definitely takes the lead here as well. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. These are the reasons why I prefer using the X9 Pro as my main phone compared to the Vivo's Flagship. I would say the ColorOS 16 plays a very important role here, and the software experience is something that everyone should consider before buying a new smartphone. Don't always look for the specs. Sometimes you really have to see which one offers the better software experience. It is something that you will be interacting with every time you pick up your phone. If you guys liked this video, then be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I am Mr. Android, and I'll see you guys in the next one.